Okay, we are ready to go. Joking around with some six-mans leading up to this. But we are off. Boosak the third versus l0s M0nstars. Boosak, of course, with their rabid fan base. And that's going to set them on fire. Skull opens it up. Boosak the third up 1-0. Not so much on the line for this one. Both teams almost guaranteed a playoff spot. l0s M0nstars will be in for sure. Boosak could drop. But really, what's at stake here is momentum. Boosak the third have had their season with mixed results so far. Rigo sends it in to tie it up.
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
¡Ojo a Cristiano! ¡Cristiano del área! ¡Sigue Cristiano! ¡Gol!
4:17 remaining, and they are ready to duke it out now. Nep, appreciate the sub, man. 3-month streak, let's go. And here's Dumpling, aka Paper, aka Captain of Boosak the third. That one's gonna go into the field. Dumpling tracking it up the wall. What does he want here? No one really messing with them. Skull goes flying on a miss. Would have been a great shot had he made contact. And here comes King Wee Man. Runs into Mr. Hype, captain for l0s M0nstars. Out, other side of the field, up the wall, and Rigo lets it behind him, off the backboard. Luglio is by himself, but plays it well. That might be on, might be a little wide, and it is indeed wide. Great clear there by Wee Man. Little under 3.5 to go.
Impressive.
And Dumpling is going to register a save, use the post to do it. And he's going to dribble. Captain on captain right here. Mr. Hype lets him through. And a shot attempt from Skull. It looked like he jumped in front of Wee Man. Let's see if it costs them here. And Mr. Hype crosses midfield. Now a 50 at midfield, and we had 2 early scores from both teams. And ever since then, it has been traffic, slobber knocking, back and forth action. Luglio goes flying. No one ready to touch. Mr. Hype comes a little late, but does get possession as he's coming around the corner. Drop down, trouble, and Skull says no. Almost down to the 2-minute mark. Skull and Rigo get caught up in the orange corner. Wee Man a little too far back, but good enough for the 50 there. No 2-minute warning here with Rocket League. Off the backboard, easy one for Skull, and he finishes it up. Dumpling with a great pass.
Can I get a oh yeah?
Is able to pull both defenders. Both defenders come up empty. And Johnny Etchy in the chat says, "Vamos M0nstars." Bleeding with this team. I believe Etchy's a sub player. He might see some action tonight. Mr. Hype, he says that he's gonna do his damnedest. Mr. Hype puts it out to the field. Stopped at the halfway point. Wingman driving, slices through with the breakout. Rigu can't get to it. And Skull comes in with a crashing 50 ball. Leaks out. Mr. Hype pops it up. There we get a demo.
That's assault, brother.
And almost goal number 2 for l0s M0nstars. But great defense from Boosak the third. They are looking good. I know they were looking to make a statement here in this game. And a win here would put them at 500 exactly, just in time for the playoffs. Maybe improve their seeding. And good redirect by Mr. Hype outside his net. Goal almost looks empty. King Wee-Man flips the field, turns it on, gets a shot, but Rigo is there for the save. And Wee-Man is not done with him. 50 out of the field. Dumpling by himself.
Get him a body bag. Yeah.
Rolls up. Rigo puts it against the sidewall. Dumpling all alone. He wants to dribble. He seems confident. Mr. Hype is able to get a dunk. Skull continues to play. Mr. Hype sends it down. Dunk. 10 seconds remaining. This may be the last offensive possession in game 1 for the M0nstars. And it's... oh. Hold on. We're not done yet. I thought the clock would have stopped. And Boosak the third shows up, shows out. And it's Skull toeing the line. 2 goals for him, 4 shots. An assist and save for Dumpling. Very modest stat line. But a 2-1 win.
It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
And I'm feeling it today. Let me finish my beer. You know what I didn't talk about is the can gets, because it's green. And Boosak the third is going to take their time coming out here. And you can see it. Look up at their record, 2-3. And they just want to end the season right, gear up for playoffs, and just have something to lean on, something to build on going forward. Playoffs kick off in 2 days. We're going to open up with a demo. Dumpling laying Fender down. Hold on, look at the dunk, and Dumpling respawns and immediately dives in to help his squad. Good clear out there. It's Fremont Ollie India Pale Ale. It's a brewery up here. Wee-Man tries to get the dunk, and I've really liked Wee-Man's play. You know, you haven't seen a whole lot as far as, you know, like a mechanical touch or anything. He looks rank appropriate, but I really like his positioning, where he's at, how he's been rotating so far. And if you get a reliable rotator on your team, you are that much better. And I think that's what we're seeing from Wee-Man. What else you want me to say, chat? He's a madman.
Mathematical!
Passes up to himself and finishes it by himself like a king should. 1-0, Boosak the third up. Mr. Hype tries to plug it up in midfield. Out of the front post, and Dumpling comes out. Dumpling looking for a demo, and Mr. Hype will smash him up instead.
It's clobbering time!
I knew you were an IPA guy. You just give that vibe. No, I'm an alcoholic is what I am. So I drink whatever. My wife got this for a movie night, and Wee-Man is going to get credited with that one, but it looks like the M0nstars had a say-so here. Oh! Yeah, Rigo was trying to get to it, and he was just tight space he was working in. But anyway you slice it, Boosak the third up by 2. Currently pitching a shutout against the M0nstars. Let's talk about the M0nstars a little bit. I've actually been casting the M0nstars since my inaugural season from the fall circuit of last year. Drops it down here, and I've seen them. I think the first time I saw them was tier 5. and they've been working their way up ever since. A very good team, very close with one another. I think they've had the same roster for that long, for over a year, and it really shows. You see that they're 4-1 on the season currently, and just having a hard time with this Boosak team. Skull's AFK. Let me check in on the... He might be lagging out. So his teammates are going to have to pick it up here, and Skull gets back. Dumpling doesn't recognize. I'm not sure what was being able to communicate, what was able to be communicated in comms, but Mr. Hype will take advantage, and that is the IGL rules. If someone goes out, someone's AFK, you keep playing, you stay on it, and there's a reason for that. We don't want anyone to fake AFK. Looks like Skull's back with us, and not so much damage done. It is the first goal for the m0nstars, but Boosak the third still with the one goal lead. Skull back on, good pass here, and that might be trouble.
También se prepara este Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
Ojo a Cristiano, Cristiano en el área, sigue Cristiano. ¡Gol!
Is that why your podcast? yeah, among other reasons, but that's the chief reason there. So here we are tied up. I said that AFK goal wasn't so damaging, but now that it's tied, they kind of lost their freebie, and they're gonna have to score once more, and of course prevent l0s M0nstars from doing so as well. There's Wee-Man out of boost, just trying to do the best he can. I continue to be a fan of his game, and we have two breakouts, Skull and Wee-Man, representing the flat cars. And there's Wee-Man. We talked about his positioning. He's against the backboard, gonna try to finish it in a double commit on the clear, and Dumpling can't quite get around to it. And a big clear out. Rigo gets turned around. He's gonna have to fend off a 2v1. Not doing it, so does decent. And a stay of execution there. And from beyond the grave, Skull is gonna get this one.
This is my heater. I dare you to hit it.
It's gonna cost him his life. I'm sure he doesn't mind. Boosak regains the lead, 3-2, minute 12 remaining. And m0nstars have to be scratching their head over what's necessary. How do you get up and over this hungry, just completely famished Boosak third team? Mr. Hype. He's zero boosts. I think they recognize it. Good recognition by Boosak the third. Luglio comes to help out, and Luglio, one of my favorite Rocket League players, Skull, from across the map.
I wouldn't venture out there, fellas. This sniper's got talent.
No one ready for it. Perfect height. Doesn't hit the ceiling. Very hard to defend, especially when it's quick. Now a 2-goal lead for Boosak the third. Out of the corner, and a 2-goal deficit. It might be rather difficult to surmount here. Skull looking to dribble. His breakout brother comes, King Wee-Man looking to slice, and Rigo.
Impressive.
What a save. Skull coming off the wall, and Boosak the third is looking crisp right now. If you want to know a team that's playoff ready, it might be this Boosak squad. You see their fan base coming in, showing love. Nebby, did I say what's up to you already? What's up, baby? Skull back to the corner. This is 0 seconds. Nothing can change here. This will be a Boosak victory. Down to the turf, trying to get those extra touches in, and number 9 ranked Boosak is really taking it to the number 4 right now. This is why we play the regular season. We're gonna have some movement in the seeding. King Wee Man, MVP for me, MVP on the stat line as well. 484, 2 goals, 2 saves, 5 shots, 8 total, 3 saves for Monstars. And like I said, they're gonna have to figure something out here to avoid a sweep. As we get our Boosak hype, our wet hype, this hype. We got Mr. Hype on the field, a little slow to ready up, gonna take the full intermission. And this is why week 6 is so pivotal, because Monstars don't need the win. Even with the loss here, they'll be 4-2. But they don't want to go down like this right before eliminations, right before it matters. Lucas, how do I join? It's a league, Lucas. Pyro, thank you very much for the command. It's a league, so registration has started. Look at Luglio. I believe I was cut off last time I was gonna sing his praises. Great pass here for Rigo. And Luglio's just gonna haul off and send a bullet at the blue net. But Luglio, like I said, I've been watching him play for a year. I've been watching his game improve for the same amount of time. And he is just an all-around Rocket League player, a gentleman, a scholar. But he has been conspicuously absent here in these 2 Monstars losses. Let's see if Monstars can get him a little more involved going forward. Mr. Hype coming in on the dunk. Rolls out. Luglio gets smoked.
He shouldn't have been standing there.
And he's going to backtrack. Preserve boost. Take a 50. Here comes Skull. Pops up to himself and finishes it up. Skull does it alone.
Can I get a, oh yeah?
Great little chip touch to get around the last defender. And yeah, thank you very much, Pyro. Yeah, Lucas, just click there. You can join the Discord. You can join the... You can go to the website, and you'll have to sign up with the team, at least a team of 2. Look at Rigo.
Encara Messi, 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 gol, 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 gol.
And here it is, and I hate to speak this into existence for our Boosak fans, but I have seen the Monstars upend wet teams before in reverse sweeps, and it looks like they have that level of determination here. Another demo out there. Dumpling trying to play up. It goes out across midfield. Luglio with the speed of light almost to catch up to the play. This might be trouble. Mr. Hype looking for a touch, comes up empty-handed. Dumpling is gonna read this pass. Up and over, lines up a good pass himself, and Wee Man is there, as to be expected. Great pass. What a pass to his captain. Skull is gonna say, nice shot. Wee Man around the back wall, gets past the defenders.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
And we are tied once more. And Nevi's going to remind us that Boosak Senior is the only Boosak squad that gets reverse swept. He has the utmost confidence in Boosak the Third that they're going to handle business here, even if it's a loss in game number 3. And Nebby will never forget the dark ages. A lot of those documented on my YouTube channel. You know, if you want to relive them. What a save!
Impressive.
And now a demo dumpling gets it at midway. Pass. Wee Man is there, and we have a Boosak lead now.
Oh yeah, banana bread, bro.
2 defenders go flying at front post, and Wee Man and Dumpling team up to score goal number 3, and they have regained the lead. They look so good. I know I was talking with Paper the other night, and I know that Boosak the third have had their issues that they've been trying to work through, but they are looking so good tonight, and it's hard to imagine them in any other form. Dumpling gets up, has a 50 go out, blue corner. Mr. Hype tries to get it over to Luglio. Luglio trying to backtrack for a rotation. And Dumpling, he's behind the defense, 0 boost. Turns into 100. And Luglio's gonna tackle him. Great recovery. Dumpling just took a little too much time working the ball over. Oh, great touch off the wall from Dumpling. He's got the roach topper because the man gets filthy. Mr. Hype, he's gonna take his time. He knows the Monstars are down, but if you start panicking, if you start rushing, then you can really kiss any hope of a comeback goodbye. And Wee Man is I don't know, I'd be scared to think what he could do with a taller hitbox. But he is looking good in the breakout. Taking down 60 seconds, double commit there. Drops it down. Skull driving up, a wide shot. Needs a shooter. Rigo is there. Down to front post. Luglio launches it out. 30 seconds to go. And everyone has come far and wide to see Boosak the third, and that might be the go-ahead goal for Boosak the third. 19 seconds remaining. And the Boosak chants from the chat, from the crowd. And this one should be over. You never say never. But Boosak the third is on it tonight. They will clean sweep the number 4 and have all the confidence in the world going into playoffs later this week. I'll get ready for the post-game interview with our man Dumpling, Paper. And there we are. We get the applause, we get the chants, we get the hype. And let's talk to the man himself. But ultimately, GG's Monstars, always love having them on the stream. Well fought, especially in that final game. And here's Paper now. Paper,
what's up?
What's up, man? So you'll if you watch back the VOD, you'll hear it on the cast. But when you and I were speaking the other night, you were talking about the woes that the team was having, but you looked damn good. Is this your guys' best performance of the season?
Oh, easily.
Okay.
Easily.
Okay. An emphatic yes. Well, talk to me a little bit about it. What did you see out there?
Well, during our warm-ups before the game, Ian King Weeman gave Gabe just like a little, like, because we just haven't been able to like click at all throughout
sync
the
up.
season.
Yeah, that's what you were saying,
Yeah.
right?
But I mean, that game it worked because like Ian told Gabe, just think of the field more like thirds, like columns.
Okay.
And then like we were having a lot of rotational issues. So like he was just there for passes, making plays and everything. Like honestly, Gabe was the real MVP that series.
Okay, you guys are all on first name basis with each other.
Skull, sorry.
I have a love-hate relationship with, so it's Skull.
Yeah.
But no, let's talk about that aspect a little bit. Boosak, a real tight-knit community that Wet is more than happy to link up with, to house, to home. But it's just so cool how you guys are friends off the field. Not only with Boosak the third, but anyone that dons a Boosak name. It's so cool. It's so cool to see, and you're all good players. I think that's the crazy thing about it.
You're too sweet.
Well, we had Ham on earlier. He won his drop shot match, so I had him in the interview. I asked him who the worst Boosak player is, and yeah, he told me to go F myself. Not his words exactly, but that's what I picked up. He said the best. He said the best is Zeph, but he said greatest Boosak player. That'd be a long conversation, just because everyone is great for so many different reasons.
I mean, yes.
Pretty much, he has media training, is what I'm saying. Is that he's ready for any and all interviews at the drop of a hat. So did that I guess that clicked with Skull then?
Yeah, I mean, we were congratulating him throughout the whole series. I mean, like, there really wasn't that much comments. It just felt so fluid and natural
Oh
and
my
good.
god.
I mean, that felt really good. That series was awesome.
Wee Man is in the chat. He says Ham said King Wee Man is the worst Boosak player.
I mean,
and that Boosak has media day every Tuesday to coach everyone up. So again, this is something that I harp on every time we start casting these week 6 matches. This is exactly when you want to get hot. You guys pretty much already punched your ticket to the playoffs. Ranked number 9 coming into this, but with the 3-0 sweep, there might be some movement there. This was the number 4 ranked m0nstars. So it wasn't like a tune-up game against like the 16th seed or the 20th or anything. You guys went against a top 5 contender in your division, and I think that speaks volumes as well. Do you do any, or rather, how much scouting do you do before any given match week to week?
Usually just kind of look at ranks.
Okay.
Just like we just check their all tracker pages. Usually like a day or two before the game.
Okay.
Don't really ever check the seeding though.
Right. Because it is what it is. Yeah, I think Wee Man says seeds don't matter, chemistry does. You're right, and
yeah,
that's. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, just it felt like we clicked that game. Like it just.
Right.
And honestly, I think you still haven't seen the full potential of Boosak the third.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Because you guys looked very, very crisp tonight, and if you're saying this is the best performance, then, and if it's new, then it could be built on. Now you guys can maybe turn a corner or maybe try more advanced strategies now that there is some kind of synergy, understanding, chemistry.
I couldn't agree more. It's like once we have that good base level, we're good to move from there, which is that's all we really needed, to be honest.
Right.
That base level.
Right. Exactly. That foundation to work off. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you this question. I feel like I already know the answer. But who are we giving the game ball to? Is it gonna be your man Skull here?
I think Mr. Skull deserves.
All right. I don't. He might be in the chat. I don't think. Oh no, yeah, he is in the chat. So he's listing game ball for him. That was the first thing you said. You came out. You were saying that there was the little discussion, but before the game, was there warm ups at all? How did the warm ups go leading into this match?
It was really sketchy actually, because me and Skull were playing with our sub because King Wee Man's power has been out all day.
Oh.
So there was a good chance we were gonna play with T-Boss instead of Wee Man.
Okay.
But his power came on around around 6 o'clock. So we got like a solid half hour of warm up.
Okay. Okay. Awesome.
And
Awesome.
just
Has
you're on-
has T-Boss had any action this season?
T-Boss played week 1 for me because I was moving.
Okay. Okay. So it's you know, it's recommended to any IGL team, whether it's 2s or 3s, just have a contingency plan for sure. You know, I see a lot of teams eat forfeits just for not having that backup plan. Wee
It's
Man
always good
says,
stuff.
yeah, tree fell down due to wind. Jesus.
Yeah. So there was a good chance we didn't have a King Weeman that series, which I mean,
Yeah.
just because I said Gabe was our MVP that game, I mean,
No.
Ian was still popping off too.
Right, yeah. I asked that to every threes captain, and they always feel like they're on the hot seat. And no, you know, you have to give the game ball to someone, you know, mostly because I'm asking. But no, it's definitely not to diminish anyone else's performance. You know, it is what it is. You guys looked every bit of a team that, you know, I've ever seen on my channel. And it translated to a sweep. You guys, what do we do to celebrate wins for
We
Boosak
did
the
a
third?
celebrate wins, underage drinking.
No,
No, I'm joking.
are you? What are the ages on Boosak the third?
I'm 16.
Shut the hell up!
Yeah.
Well, you sound like a grown ass man. What the hell's going on?
Oh, I mean, you're too kind, Fury. You're too kind.
Well, I don't know. Damn. I feel like at 16 I was still getting mistaken for a woman on the phone. I think that still happens to me now.
It wasn't too long ago since I've been called ma'am, like by a telemarketer, but I mean,
They're
it is what it is.
telemarketers. They just trying to dig you. They're like they're just trying to hurt you because they've been hearing no all day, or people have been hanging up on them.
Of course.
So last thing, I don't want to keep you too long. We have the 2 breakouts. They made the breakouts look good. You know, Ham Fleshy, legendary Boosak player, made the conversion a couple seasons ago, I believe, from breakout to Octane.
A couple months ago, yeah.
Yeah, any talks of that for your team? They look good, so I don't, you know, if it's not broken.
I don't honestly know where it came from, because I think Ham switched out of breakout because he preferred Octane dribbling.
Yeah.
Or no, he preferred Octane flicks is what it was, I think.
Right.
Preferred something about the Octane, but I mean,
It is. Yeah.
I think Ian started running the breakout because Ian just likes copying people's cars. It's funny. Wee man.
Right. Okay. Nebby says you sound like a little girl.
Well, I mean,
And then he said JK.
he's not joking. He says that all the time. Shut the fuck up, Pete.
all right. We'll shut this down. Well, you know, when you guys made it so quick, I have one more watermelon eating time match at the top of the hour. It's our 2s team. Yeah, our 2s team washed.
Washed?
Yeah, but
Be sure to be there to support them.
But you know, since you guys were able to sweep, there's some time left. Are you guys willing to join me for some 6-mans here on the stream? Kill some clock
hell
here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Someone, some rogue hero in the chat, please make a lobby, and give us lobby info or invite or something. And
Alright, should I tell them to hop in like one of the wet voice channels?
Ham is already all over it.
Oh, Ham already threw me an invite.
He invited me too. I think I love Ham. We'll see how many we have.
Oh, so it's gonna be us 3 against another team, or are you casting it? What's the deal?
Well, that's the thing. If we get 7, then I'll just cast it. But if I'm the last dude, then I'll play, so we get a little something going.
We'll see if my 2 teammates want to hop in here. My teammates do want to be part of this, so I'll go ahead and throw them invites.
Awesome. And then we'll see how many we have, and then we'll start pulling some stragglers. Sam. It's always a special moment when people recognize the casting couch. behind me for the interview screen. All right. So how many do we have total?
Well, Skull just joined up. Weeman hasn't said if he wants to join.